Alright, let's talk about anime tropes. Specifically, let's talk about a scene you have absolutely seen, even if you don't think you have. It goes like this. An alarm clock screams like a banshee that just fell down some stairs. A young woman, our protagonist, bolts upright in bed, eyes wide with the horror only a mist and terrifyingly jarring alarm can induce. She throws on a school uniform with the frantic energy of someone trying to disarm a bomb, grabs a single sad piece of toast, and shoves it in her mouth. She then sprints out the door, yelling some variation of, "I'm gonna be late," her voice muffled by the slowly disintegrating, soggy, probably bread. This, my friends, is the Chikoku trope, or as it's more lovingly known, the toast run. A girl, late for school, with toast in her mouth. Why should I care, you may be thinking? Because this tiny, ridiculous image is one of the most efficient pieces of storytelling shorthand in modern media. Today we're looking at the most carb-efficient storytelling device in animation, the I'm late for school toast run. The toast in mouth opener is simple. A student oversleeps, throws on their uniform, grabs a slice of bread, often toasted, and dashes out of the house with it clamped between their teeth. Usually they're yelling something like, "I'm gonna be late," while sprinting through a residential neighborhood. Bonus points if they turn a corner and collide with someone important, future love interest, destined rival, or just a poor kid who had the right of way. In one shot, you learn almost everything you need to know about them. They're disorganized, they live with family who make breakfast, they're in a rush, and they're the kind of person anime expects you to root for. It matters because it's an insanely efficient piece of visual storytelling. There's no exposition, no narration, just toast. It's brilliant in its toasty, crunchy goodness. You instantly get ordinary school life, slice of life tone, pun intended, and this girl's love story is about to start at that corner. Step 1. The inciting incident, which is almost always oversleeping. Our hero isn't lazy, they're just tragically prone to ignoring the shrieking box of doom on their nightstand. This immediately frames them as flawed but forgivable. We've all been there, we get it. The fear, the terror, the toast. It all makes sense to us. Step 2 is the frantic preparation. There's no time for a leisurely breakfast. No moment to sit down with a bowl of miso soup or a plate of rice. There is only time for the most portable of morning carbs, toast. The character then shoves it into their mouth, not to eat it, but to hold it, freeing up their hands for tying shoes and grabbing a school bag. The toast-in-mouth pose itself is key. It signals a character who is a delightful mess. They are the human equivalent of a frantic, golden retriever puppy. The trope is overwhelmingly, though not exclusively, applied to female characters in Shōjo, establishing them as the plucky, relatable every girl. And finally, step 3, the fateful collision. As our toast-wielding hero careens around a corner, they inevitably slam right into someone. Books fly, apologies are stammered, and a connection is forged in the mess of morning chaos. The toast run isn't just a gag about being late, it's a plot device. It's a meet-cute generator, a catalyst for romance that literally throws two people together. The toast is the wingman, the starchy accomplice to destiny. Tracing the origin is messy, to say the least. There's no single patient zero. It emerged slowly, over a combination of several ideas throughout manga. One early proto-example, Sazai-san, which began airing in 1969. In one scene, she runs out with a sandwich in her mouth because she's late. Not the classic toast run, but the DNA is there. Lateness, running, bread as accessory. An evolutionary process, a beautiful accident that would soon solidify into a trope. The trope tightened in 1970s shōjo manga. Heroines were passionate, driven, and always in a hurry. Over time, two ideas merged, the corner collision meet-cute and the running with bread breakfast gag. Some might even say that the two ideas collided. Together they solidified into the iconic scene of the toast girl bumping into the boy she will eventually fall for. And weirdly enough, a key moment involved giant, soul-powered robots and existential dread. If you're thinking Evangelion, you are correct. In Evangelion's final episode, an alternate reality reimagines Rei Ayanami as a spunky, outgoing schoolgirl. And how does the show signal that shift? You guessed it, with a piece of toast in her mouth, running late for school. This moment used the trope as instant shorthand and blasted it to a massive mainstream audience. From then on, you didn't need to know the first instance. The image just existed as shared cultural memory. It became a piece of shared knowledge, referenced, parodied, celebrated by everyone. The toast had officially gone mainstream. Once the trope was fully baked in, series began messing with it. And then the internet got involved. As it tends to do. A journey from dusty manga pages to global meme had begun. The 80s and 90s were the golden age of the toast run. It became a rite of passage for romantic comedy protagonists. The scene became standardized, following a familiar sequence with almost religious devotion. It was the opening hymn in the church of high school romance. First, oversleeping, often paired with a dream sequence hinting at romantic aspirations. Then the cry, "Chikoku, Chikoku." The girl, optimistic, slightly ditzy, snatches the toast and bolts. Animation emphasizes speed. Motion lines, watercolor blur, whoosh, bam, bolt. The corner collision is the mini-drama's climax. The boy she hits is rarely random. He is more often the one. The collision equalizes them. He literally comes crashing down into her. Shared clumsiness and stammered apologies spark something. It was effective because it did so much, so quickly. It established the heroine, introduced the male lead, and kicked off the central romantic plot. Maximum narrative efficiency, wrapped in a warm, toasty package. At that point, running with toast wasn't just something a character did, it was a visual shortcut that said, "This is a shoujo-coded scene. What are you, the main character of a shoujo manga? Where's your toast?" Then the character ends up running with toast anyway. Why stop at a slice of toast? Entire loaf. Stack of pancakes. Piece of salmon. Pizza in someone's mouth. A cat with toast around its head. The cat's fine, don't worry. The escalation became a running gag. On Tumblr and Twitter, the anime girl running with toast became a meme. Low-effort cosplay, slice of bread plus camera. This simple act connected thousands in a shared, playful performance. Fan participation took the trope off-screen into the real world. Fan-run wikis and trope lists meticulously documented every known instance. Naming and cataloging transformed an informal observation into a formal obsession. Artists remixed it across franchises. It became a universal template for charming chaos. At peak absurdity, the toast run isn't just a trope inside anime, it's a meme people cosplay in real life. And it is oh so fun. The internet cemented it as an iconic, globally recognized piece of anime culture. Why toast? A banana is too floppy. A rice ball is too small to read. Toast is the Goldilocks option, just right. Flat, wide, visible in a quick shot. Firm enough to hold, soft enough to seem edible. Imagine running with oatmeal. Absolute chaos. Toast behaves. Culturally, shokupan became common post-war, especially in urban middle-class homes. The exact backdrop for school life stories. Toast implies a breakfast made but not eaten. A warm family just off-screen. It's simple, comforting, mundane, and that's why it works. The toast symbolizes the gentle domestic world she rushes from, but will return to. Through global fandom, this quirky scene was elevated from recurring gag to pillar of anime iconography. Naming, listing, and curating made the trope official in fan culture. Then came the fan art and the memes, and finally people staging their own photos. All you needed was a camera, a piece of bread, and a willingness to look slightly ridiculous. That participatory element gave the trope incredible longevity. The fans became the curators and the performers of the very trope they loved. The toasterific pose became a tiny icon with giant recognition. So, where does that leave us today, in 2026? The answer, like a good piece of toast, is somewhere in the middle. It's not as fresh as it used to be, but it's still surprisingly satisfying. Creators know it's a cliché, so they either play it straight as homage, twist it, or comment on it directly. It's very big for nostalgia points. You'll still see it played straight in nostalgic shōjo moments, or maybe the one running with toast is a stoic, muscular man, or a character says, "Wow, that's so cliché," breaking the fourth wall. With one fleeting image, a show communicates personality, tone, genre, and even kicks off the plot. It's a shared secret between creators and audience. A little wink that says we're part of the same club. Also, it's inherently relatable. Pure, simple physical comedy, filled with the rush we all feel every morning when we just hit the snooze button a few times too many. A small, warm, silly moment in a world that can feel far too serious. It is, without a doubt, one of the most successful and enduring micro-tropes in pop culture. A simple visual evolved from minor gag to genre staple, mainstream reference point, and global fan phenomenon. Its power lies in simplicity, efficiency, and warmth. A tiny, perfect narrative machine. Will it continue? Almost certainly, though mostly as homage, nostalgia, or knowing wink. Tell me your real-life version. Oh no, I'm late. And what quick food item is in your mouth instead of toast?